Hello everybody, how are we doing today? Hope you guys are doing awesome. I am doing well. I am doing awesome. Can't wait for our trip to Arizona. I still haven't packed. I promised myself I was going to pack today and I still have not. Only bonus is I have finished my laundry, so at least that's a good start. Right, guys? Yes. All right, we are going to make some pork chops today in a cream sauce with spinach. Hello, Amber and Cindy. How are you? So we're making boneless pork chops in a creamy garlic spinach sauce over rice. You can put it over cauliflower rice. You can put it over zoodles, whatever you want to put it over. Hello, Deborah and Linda, Lacey and Gina. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? My iPad's going to die in the middle of this segment, but we'll see if we can get to the end of it. And I forgot to give Bree my laptop. Man, you guys, I am just failing today. Hello, Pam and Philip, Taylor. Hello, Paula. You guys, don't forget to leave a reaction the second you start watching so that you don't miss the giveaway. Hello, Darren and Vicky and Wayne. Once you have left a reaction, make sure that you share the post to get more giveaway winner more prizes. So make sure that you share this, get a bunch of people watching so that we can do a bunch of giveaways today. All right, I am going to share this video and then we will be good to go. Hello, Cindy and Wayne. You guys, the recipe does look really good. Hello, Karen and Kim, Angie and Crystal. Hello, hello, everybody. Tisha, how are you? You guys, don't forget to share this live video. The more people that are watching, the more giveaways we get to do. Hello, Diane and Susan, Michelle. Hello, hello, you guys. I hope you guys are having an awesome week so far. Today felt like Monday to me. I don't know about you guys. There's a couple people I talked to today that were failing as hard at life as I am, like a regular Monday would be.
Gordon did something naughty.
What did he do?
He dumped out all of your medicine.
All of my medicine?
Mm-hmm. The white medicines.
Okay.
He ate one.
What?
He ate one.
He dumped out my white medicine and he ate one.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for letting me know.
Is it okay?
No, it's not okay. The only safe thing is it's melatonin and it's only 2 milligrams. So he may just be a little tired in a second, but you ate one too? You're going to be sleeping on the floor. So my kids got into my melatonin, thankfully. It's only a little bit of melatonin, but they will be sleeping here shortly. Thank you for sharing, you guys. Hello, Brianna and Carol, Paula and Cindy. You guys, they should really put child locks on those melatonin bottles, let me tell you. The fact that they are not child locked is clearly not safe. So, bad mom moment for the day. Told you today, you guys, is like a Monday. But at least the kids are going to get a ton of sleep tonight. All right, I can't remember where I've shared and where I haven't, so just make sure you guys share this video for me so that we can do a bunch of giveaways. Bree is going downstairs to clean up the disaster the kids have made and make sure that they don't eat any more of them. Yes, you guys, that blueberry lemon dessert is so good. It was really, really good. Made banana bread in your stone loaf pan today, Sandy. Stone loaf pan is my favorite. Hello, Amber. Beautiful red sunset in Montana. We had a great one here in North Dakota, too. Hello, Thelma and Eileen. Hello, hello, Tammy and Andy and Amber. Hello, you guys, Kelly and Biscoff. How is everyone doing? Yep, they will be sleeping before dinner time. Thankfully, they ate McDonald's not that long ago. Hello, Corrine. How are you? Beverly and Jennifer. Hello, Lisa and Heather, Jessica, Deb. Hello, you guys. We are going to get started here. We are making yummy boneless pork chops in creamy garlic spinach. And I am excited. I don't know where I'm going to put this today. I'm trying to keep this thermometer out of my way. But it's kind of a precarious placement. All right. So, thank gosh for Auntie B. That's all I have to say. Hello, hello, you guys. Don't forget to hit a reaction as you come onto the show so that you won't miss the giveaway. Make sure you leave a reaction on the post. All right, so we are going to get started. You are going to heat up your skillet. Make sure it's a large enough skillet for what we're making. I am using my cast iron. You guys know I love that when I am using it to brown some protein. We want to heat the skillet over medium-high heat. I have mine at about an 8 right now. We are going to season our pork chops with salt, pepper, and paprika. It says to do 3 pork chops. I'm going to do 4. because that's what comes in my packages and I don't want to be wasteful. So I am doing 4 pork chops today instead of 3. I use my nice thick cut pork chops from Butcher Box, boneless pork chops here. I am trying to get this package open without slicing my hand open. Pull these out. I thawed them out already, and then I set them out on the counter about an hour before my show started so that they're not too cold. Here we go. I am going to pat them dry with a paper towel. I like to do this with my pork so that my seasonings stick a little bit better and they don't just run off of the pork chops from the extra juice that they have on them. Pat my pork chops. Then we're just gonna salt and pepper and paprika the sides of them. Over here. Hello, Rose. How are you? Lorelai, Sue, Jill. Hello, you guys. How are you all doing? Alicia and Sherry. Hello. Knocked my wine over. So for this recipe today, it says that you can either use vegetable or chicken stock, or you can use a dry white wine. Well, I still have the dry white wine left over from the recipe we made the other day, so I'm going to use it before it goes bad. So I am going to be using white wine today, but you can use chicken stock or vegetable stock for those of you that have an allergy or just prefer not to use alcohol in their food. You can use vegetable or chicken stock. That is up to you. All right, so we've got salt and pepper. Then we're gonna use some smoked paprika. You can use regular paprika if you'd like. I like it. It adds a little dash of color. The smoked paprika is just a little bit of a richer, smokier flavor. I like because paprika is not super strong to start with, so I do enjoy using the smoked as it has a little bit stronger flavor profile than just regular paprika. Sprinkle that on there. You guys know how I feel about salt, so just a little goes a long way with pork. It's a very salty meat, so you don't need to add too much salt. Hello, Buffy. How are you? Hello, Sarah and Danielle. Our skillet is getting heated up. We have going to add some olive oil in here. About 2 teaspoons, it says. This new olive oil bottle is definitely something new. It has like a little pour spout instead of just being a wide open area. I'm just gonna roll my oil around. My pan is already nice and warm. Medium-high heat, you guys, nothing crazy. Throw your pork chops on there. Remember, when it comes to cooking your protein on a cast iron skillet, you want to make sure that once you lay the protein down, that you don't move it around once you set it down. So kind of strategically place it in your mind so that you don't end up having to pick it up and move it over to make space for your other pork chops. So we are gonna cook these for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. I'm gonna set my timer. My pork chops are a little bit thicker, so I am gonna go towards the 5 minutes to cook them. If your pork chops are thinner, 2 to 3 minutes is fine if they are the thinner ones. Yes, Heather, they are from Amazon. So we've got our pork chops on here. Now we are going to get our onion ready. You're gonna use 1 small yellow onion, and we are going to finely dice it. And you guys know that I'm just going to rely on my manual food processor from Pampered Chef to do my mincing for me because I have awful knife work. And instead of chancing cutting my fingers off, I just let my manual food processor do all the work. It's so easy to clean and use that I prefer it over trying to chop this stuff myself. So I like to quarter my onion, cutting off both ends. I do like to take the center out of my onions. I don't enjoy the center for whatever reason. I pull those out and then I'll throw it in my manual food processor. And we are just going to mince it up nice and small. I like onions, but I don't like big chunks. So I like to mince them up nice and small and hide them inside of my recipe. I like the flavor, but I don't like chewing on an onion. So our pork chops are cooking, you guys. It already smells good in here with just the pork and the salt and pepper. Make sure the center of your manual food processor is down so that you aren't fighting it, trying to get it to chop for you. Hello, Heather, how are you? Natasha and Patty, hello. Heather, I can post the link for the leggings when I am done here. They're only like 25 or 26 bucks. So I got 3 pairs of them for Christmas. I definitely don't have the ambition to cook like this daily, Crystal. My 3 days a week is enough for me. All the other days we kind of slack off in this house and cook frozen pizzas and chicken nuggets, grilled cheeses, stuff like that. So I definitely don't have the ambition to cook like this all the time, but I do what I can 3 days a week. Tammy, thank you for sharing. Hello, Macy. How are you enjoying Arizona? I can't wait for us to be down there in a week or so. Chopping up our onions. Once these are done cooking on each side, we are going to pull them off the pan. So make sure you have somewhere to put them, whether it's a plate, a piece of tin foil, something like that, to put your pork chops once they are done cooking. Because for us to make our sauce and cook our spinach, we don't want the pork chops in there getting overcooked. Buffy, yes, the manual food processor is my absolute favorite. Heather, yes, he was. I wish I would have recorded his reaction when he had gotten home, but I couldn't wait. So I actually took a picture and sent it to him while he was at work for Christmas, and he was definitely very surprised at my new addition to my workout gear. So we have about a minute left. I'm going to flip mine now. So that was about 4 minutes for my pork chops. I'm at about a 5. So medium heat for my cast iron. You can turn it down. Once your cast iron has come up to temperature, you can turn it down and just kind of let it stay at an even temperature. So I have flipped them over to cook for another 4 minutes on their opposite sides. Like I said, if they're thinner, cook them for a shorter amount of time. There's nothing worse than an overcooked pork chop. If you're like me, I really like to rely on an instant read thermometer. So I like these ones that come with the probe. Pampered Chef comes automatically with the probe, but you don't have to use it. If you prefer a handheld one, it can use it both ways, which is nice. It also has a little chart on it to help you if you're not sure what the temperatures are for certain meats. So we're going to go for 150 for our pork chops. It says 145 is medium, 160 is well done. We like ours a little less done because then it is not so dry and chewy. I like to put it up here so that I don't burn it unintentionally. So now we are going to mince up 6 cloves of garlic. So you guys want to have 6 cloves of garlic. I was at the grocery store today and I was so sick of my little tiny cloves of garlic I had been ending up with lately. So I went and got the colossal garlic, which I am so excited about. You guys know I love when I find my big garlic. Thelma, that is a cool question. Yes, there is a magnet on the back of it as well. So if you have something in the oven and you have the probe in, you can just attach it to your oven. It keeps the thermometer handy and not just sitting on the counter. I cannot remember how much the thermometer is off the top of my head, but I'm going to mince this up and then I will get you guys an answer. I'm sure somebody that is watching might be able to tell you. If not, I will let you guys know in just a second. I'm going to mince up my big 6 cloves of garlic for this recipe. Yes, it calls for 6 cloves. If you don't like that much garlic, you can definitely cut it in half. You'll be fine cutting it in half if you're not a huge garlic fan. You don't even have to peel your garlic, which I love. But after 6 cloves, you do have to dump it out a little bit so that you can do some more. There we go. Got our garlic ready. Have our onions ready. $49 for the thermometer. Yes, Philip, that's awesome. I saw that you ordered it. I am so happy you got the garlic press. Thank you, Darren. I will remember that for cooking dinner. I will include you. So we've got a minute and a half left on these. Like I said, my pan is a little bit hotter, so we're just gonna err on the side of caution because we don't want to blacken the pork chops. Once they are done, we're gonna pull them off, and you will return them back into the sauce. So if they're a couple of degrees off, you're okay pulling them off because we will put them back in the sauce, and you can let them cook a little bit longer in the sauce just to make sure that they are done all the way for you. Yes, Dama, Bree is already on it. She's got a notepad out writing down what you want. Awesome, you guys. Right? Vampires don't like garlic. So I am just going to leave that up there. I'm going to grab one of my pork chops. I am going to check the internal temp, see where we are sitting right now so that I don't undercook these, but I don't overcook them. They're at about 115 right now, so they can use a little bit more time. In the skillet, about 45 more seconds. And then I will pull them off and cook them in the sauce a little bit more so that they are done all the way. Hello, Eileen. How are you? And Shannon and Lori, thank you for jumping on. Leave a reaction on the post, you guys. We will be doing 3 giveaways today. Bree's going to pull the names off here shortly. So we are going to pull these pork chops off. We are going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter. And then we are going to throw in our garlic, our onion, Italian seasoning, red peppers, and cook them around until they're nice and fragrant. We want those onions and garlic to really be pungent for this recipe. I am pulling mine off and putting them in my insulated bowl here. I love this. It's also Pampered Chef. Throw in my 2 tablespoons of butter. You want all those drippings and everything from the pork chops to stay in there. This is my insulated server. This is where my pork's gonna sit so that it retains a lot of its heat. You can wrap it up in tin foil or do whatever you like to do at home to keep your things warm while they are waiting to finish cooking. So melt your butter in your pan. I like to roll mine around. Get all of those drippings and seasonings loosened up here. And then we will, once these are all cooked up and fragrant, we will add in our wine and let it reduce a little bit. And then we will add in our cream, lowering the heat, adding some salt and pepper. There we go. Throw in our garlic. Throw in our onions. I do have my heat down to about a 3 out of 10 on my stove, so you don't need to have it scorching hot, but you do want to keep it warm to cook these vegetables for about a minute. There we go. They're nice and fragrant here, you guys. That butter smells so good. Getting all those drippings up off the edges. I like to cook my onions down. I like them nice and soft. I don't want to bite into a raw onion. There goes my iPad. So my iPad is dead now. Bree's going to have to help me with the recipe. Having her multitask this during the show. Oh, that made my eyes water a little bit cooking those onions. It smells so good in the kitchen. On his way home from location, that sure looks amazing. Can't wait to eat 3/4 of it. Hello, Alicia. How are you? Sasha, how is everyone doing? I know you guys smell-o-vision would come in handy right now. Your stomach hurts, but I'm still making you hungry. Oh, I wish I was there to make you some food so that you didn't feel sick to your stomach. Okay. So we have our onions and garlic. They smell so good. They're doing awesome. All right, now we are going to add in our 1/3 of a cup of dry white wine. This started to fall, I'm guessing. You guys can use vegetable or chicken stock. Like I said, I just have this wine left over from our other recipe, so that's what I'm going to be using. Just a nice dry Chardonnay. It costs $4 or $5 at the liquor store. Nothing crazy. Don't need to cook with expensive wine. There isn't a huge difference because you are cooking off the alcohol anyway. You just want to make sure it's a dry wine like a Chardonnay. So we want this to reduce a little bit. I'm going to turn my heat up just a tad. Make sure we have our half and half or cream, so you can use one or the other. 1 3/4 cup of half and half or heavy cream. I'm going with the heavy cream because when I cook, I go all the way, you guys. I am not leaving calories on the table. So heavy cream. Yes, if my dad was here, it would be all gone by the time Rory got home. Yes, you guys, my dogs are always underfoot here. You just got your cast iron, Melissa. What a better recipe than this one to test out your cast iron. Never have leftover wine when you cook, Philip. That is okay with me. I like to save this for cooking, and I'm glad that I did save it because I am excited to have it in this recipe. I am excited to have a spinach recipe. I love cooked spinach. I don't like raw spinach, so I am excited to try this. We want to wait for this to just reduce a little bit. Reducing it just means the volume of the liquid that's in there significantly decreases. You want that alcohol to cook off. You want those vegetables in there to get nice and soft. Once these are nice and yummy, my onions are nice and translucent. My garlic is nice and fragrant here. We are going to add in our heavy cream and bring it to a gentle simmer, adding in salt and pepper as necessary. So you just want to bring it to a gentle simmer. I am going to slowly add my cream in, making sure that it gets nice and incorporated in with this butter and these seasonings. And then we will be good to go. I also like bringing my cream ingredients up very gently by slowly adding them in, not to shock my cast iron, by adding all the cold liquid at once. I learned it when I made mac and cheese, and now it's just what I do is just take it easy with your cream ingredients. Let it come up to temperature before adding it a little bit at a time. And then we will bring it to a gentle simmer. I also feel like the time that it takes to come back up to a simmer is drastically reduced if you add it slowly to your mixture. You're not having to wait so long for that mixture to warm up and come to a simmer. Just gonna get these little drops of heavy cream here. I'm going to just add in more pepper. I'm not going to add in any more salt. You guys know how I feel about that. I will keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. You can always add more salt, but you can't take the salt out. So I'm using some fresh ground pepper here to contrast that cream and that dry wine. Smells so good, you guys. Yes, I am making boneless pork chops in a creamy garlic spinach sauce over some rice. You can do cauliflower rice, you can do zoodles, you can do roasted vegetables, pasta, you can do mashed potatoes, you can really do whatever you want, steamed vegetables, anything like that. You can serve this with very versatile recipe. I let Bree's phone go to sleep and now it's going to require a passcode. I did good for a little while and then I walked away from it. All right, once it comes up to a gentle simmer, we are going to add in our spinach leaves. You want 3 cups of baby spinach leaves. I like to buy the brand, the organic brand at the grocery store. It comes in a little 5-ounce container, which is almost perfect. 3 cups of spinach. Recovering from surgery, Susan, I've been following it on Facebook. Yes, Susan, let me know how it goes. Miranda, it's going to taste so good. So this is up to a gentle simmer. We're going to add in 3 cups of baby spinach leaves. You can measure it with your hand. I just do 3 handfuls of spinach. You can measure it with a measuring cup, but I just feel like leaves are kind of hard to measure. So throw those in there. If you like more spinach, use some more spinach. Don't be scared. If you don't like spinach, grab a couple leaves and hide it from yourself. They will wilt down. They will be hardly noticeable. Spinach doesn't have a huge flavor, so it will kind of absorb all the yummy onion and garlic that we've been using. So I would say if you're scared of spinach, try a creamy recipe like this, and it may quickly change your mind. So these are gonna wilt. They're gonna slowly shrink in size. If once they shrink, you decide you want to add more in, you can always do that as well. Kind of play it by ear. Hello, Autumn. How are you? I hope you guys are doing awesome. Yes, Sherry, definitely. If it's a dry wine, you can definitely use your own dry white wine. I'm reducing the heat because it is just a gentle simmer we want here. Allow them to wilt, and then we're going to stir in some Parmesan cheese. Allow it to simmer a little bit longer until the cheese melts, and then we're just going to add the pork chops back in. So we just want 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. I have my stove set on low. It is a nice simmer here to wilt our spinach leaves. It smells so good, you guys. I'm going to be sad I didn't double the cream recipe, but I think I might live, maybe. So, just freshly grated Parmesan cheese. You guys remember what I say, don't use the bottled preservative kind. You don't want to use Parmesan cheese that doesn't need to be refrigerated. It will turn into a very sticky glue-like consistency in whatever you're cooking, and it will not give you the effect you want. So we are going to just let this simmer until this cheese melts. Then we are going to transfer our pork chops back in. Before I transfer my pork chops back in, I'm going to take my instant read thermometer probe, stick it back in one of the thicker pork chops, and then let the pork chops sit in this on low until they come up to my desired temperature. I did have someone on my last pork chop recipe. She didn't want her pork chops to get soggy, so she actually took her pork chops, air fried them to the correct temperature, and then served them with her sauce, and she said it turned out amazing. So if that's something you want to do, you don't want quote-unquote soggy pork, you can definitely air fry or bake them until they are done, then return them or serve them with your sauce. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to insert the probe into my thickest pork chop so that if nothing else, they are completely done and we don't have a surprise underdone pork chop. Pick this up, put it in here so that that probe can read the best it can. I like to always hang my probe up higher so that that cord doesn't get burnt or melted, because it is a little heat resistant, but obviously when you're working with a cast iron skillet on your stove, it's not as heat resistant as you may like it to be. So, got our pork chops in there, lowest heat on my stove. It's reading about 120 right now. Like I said, I want to get up to 150, so I'm going to let that simmer in there, and we are going to do our giveaway. I think we should be good. I think I got to the end of the recipe.
That was great.
So, I did skip the Italian seasoning, but if you want, you can use the Italian seasoning and put that in there. So many ways to make it. Yes, you guys, there's so many ways to make pork chops and personalize recipes to your own liking. We are going to do our giveaway. You guys, it smells so good in here. And then I'm just going to serve it with some rice. Nothing fancy. You guys know me. When it comes to rice, rice-a-roni is what I use. There's also different flavors. We're going to use chicken and broccoli. Very light seasonings in here. It's just broccoli and chicken broth with the rice. So it will be good. We are doing 3 giveaways today, you guys, so make sure you stick around for the names to be called so that you don't miss out on the giveaway. I'm going to go through and pull the names off of everyone that has won this month already, and then we will get going. And then I get to enjoy this yummy, yummy pork recipe. What's wrong, Grayson? You can't have Bee's phone.
He don't hear Bee's phone.
Oh, he can't hear it because Mommy's watching or doing her show, baby. And we can't have the volume up too loud. You guys are going to be so tired from your melatonin. They didn't get any.
Grayson just admitted to. I licked it.
You licked it, Grayson, and stuck it back in the bottle?
No, he laid it on the table and you could see the smear.
Nice. Good work, Gregory. All right. Good night. I don't doubt it. I really don't. Oh, funny. Okay. Here we go. I've got the names pulled off. And we are going to do our 3 giveaways. Yes, just at least one cast iron pan is always good to have. This is going to be so good, you guys. White rice, cauliflower rice, anything like that. I am addicted to rice-a-roni too. Good luck, everybody. Yes, this recipe is going to be awesome. Windy and chilly today. We're having pizza. I'm sure it's not 23 degrees and 100-mile-per-hour winds, so I think we're doing okay, Macy. If I win tonight, maybe I'll win the lottery. Right, Michelle? Totally agree. So yeah, some people like it, some people don't. I really like it. It's easy for rice, and the fact that I don't have to add any more seasonings in. But even having one cast iron in your life, you guys, is definitely worth it. It takes a little bit of work and finesse to learn how to use it, but once you do, it will be your go-to pan if you are cooking meat on the stove for any reason. So, Michelle, if we can just get your luck going, Michelle Crawford, will you pick 3 numbers between 1 and 15? 3 numbers between 1 and 15. My pork is slowly coming up to temperature. Michelle, you are the chosen one to pick my numbers 1 through 15. 3 numbers. We're doing 3 giveaways today. Hello, Alan and Diana. Yes, you guys make cast iron pans. Remember, do not use soap on them. And after you wash them, take a paper towel, coat it in whatever oil you are comfortable with, cooking oil, and smear it all over the fronts, the sides, the handles, all of it. It will stop it from rusting. It will stop it from drying out. It will help keep it seasoned, so the next time you go to use it, your meat won't stick. It will leave a nice brown coating on it. Kayla, I actually only do cooking classes for kids for a local group here in Minot. I don't feel like I'm experienced enough to teach an adult class yet, but maybe as I start learning a little bit better with these kiddos that keep me on my toes, that we could maybe work out an adult class. We're doing Zoom classes too, so that's also pretty fun, is to teach on Zoom. So a 7, 11, and 12. 7, 11, and 12. Thank you, Melissa. You are just here with the prices today. So number 1, remember you do need to comment that you are here. Number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Jessica Hovda, you are our winner tonight. Jessica, if you are here, please comment that you're here. 2 minutes to comment that you are here. So 7, 11, and 12. So this was 7. So here is 8, 9, 10, 11. Tyler Jensen. Tyler Jensen, if you are still watching, please comment that you are here. Tyler Jensen, you have 2 minutes to comment that you are here. And number 12, Thelma Rackers. Thelma, you are here. Please comment that you are here, Thelma. Jessica is here. Jessica is here. Thelma, if you are still watching, please comment that you are here. You guys have 2 minutes to comment. Don't forget to comment, you guys, to claim your prize. Please comment that you are here. Congratulations, you guys. Thelma is here. What is your deal, Brianne? She just sprayed beer all over my kitchen twice. Every time she takes a sip, it comes out. All right, we just have one more person to claim their prize, to comment that they are here. One more person to claim that they are here, to claim they're here. To say that they are here to claim their prize. Thelma, finally, after watching me for how long, you have finally won. You are in the wedding party. You are the bride this time. We just have 30 more seconds and then we will pull another winner unless he has commented if he is here. I cannot remember his first name, but Jensen was the last name. I have not seen it, but if somebody else has, please like his comment so that I can give him his prize. All right, we are gonna pull one more winner. I'm gonna take a peek at my pork chop here, make sure I'm not overcooking them. Just nice low simmer here, keeping them warm until my husband gets here. Yes, that sounds right. Tyler Jensen. I have not seen him comment, so we are going to pull another winner tonight. Just the next consecutive name on this computer screen. Heather Birdall. Heather Birdall, if you are still watching, please comment that you are here. Heather Birdall, if you are still watching, please comment that you are here. Heather, you have 2 minutes to comment that you are here to claim your prize. I am setting a timer so that I don't forget the time. Usually there's a timer going already and I can just look at that, but not this time. So I set a timer so that we did not miss. Heather is here. Okay, you guys, so those of you who have won, just shoot me a message. If you know I have your address, shoot me a message. Say, hey, I won. That's my reminder to place your order. If I don't have your address, send me your first name, last name, shipping information, email, and phone number. I do need all of those to place your order. I can't send to P.O. boxes, so make sure it is a physical address. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I can't wait to try this food and post a picture for you guys. I will see you guys again on Thursday. Have an awesome night.